So I'm about to take you on a field trip. And the field trip is to my basement, to my sauna, my sweet sauna that I love so much. I think you're going to fall in love with my sauna. My sauna is a 3-person sauna, and it's a Sunlighten sauna. And the reason I love that is that it combines all the benefits of sauna use with all the benefits of infrared light use. And there's a whole other body of research on infrared light use. So infrared light use is separately its own hormetic stressor, and it improves all kinds of things, including anti-aging benefits, and improves the skin and collagen formation at the cellular level. It improves muscle recovery, so if you've got any injuries or whatever. Ari Whitten also has a whole thing on red light use. I think he wrote a whole book on it. So what's amazing about Sunlighten is it combines the two. So you get your sauna benefits through red light, heating up your cells from the inside. Again, you can stay in longer, sweat more, burn more calories, etc. So I'm a big fan of my Sunlighten sauna. But I just want to say, again, here are my 2 tips for sauna use. Very basic. Do what you can when you can. Don't set an unattainable goal and be a perfectionist and therefore not start any sauna use at all. Even once a week is better than nothing. So set the goal to become a sauna user. It's an identity. Become someone who saunas. Even if it's just once a year, become someone who saunas. Once a year is not enough. Start to do it at least a little. Do what you can when you can, all right? So that's tip number 1. Remember James Clear in the book Atomic Habits? Set the identity change first. Become someone who saunas. Stick to a regimen. Let the goals take care of themselves, okay? Don't set a perfectionistic goal of like, I've got a sauna 5 times a week or it's not worth it. No, 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 no. Start small. Become someone who saunas. My second tip is kind of quirky. It's towel off thoroughly immediately when you get out. Yes, then go rinse if you can and blah, blah, blah. But remember that your skin is a living, breathing organism and you've just detoxified to the max. And all of that sweat on your skin actually has those toxins in it. So immediately, thoroughly towel dry off so that in the however many seconds and minutes it takes you to get to the shower to rinse, you're not reabsorbing some of those toxins through your skin. Your skin will soak it back up, okay? So those are my 2 sauna tips, and I'm gonna take you into my basement for a little field trip. Come on with me. Okay, hey, welcome to my basement staircase, and come on and join me into my basement here. So welcome to the Thompson household basement. We got a little keyboard over here that the kids sometimes tinkle on, and me too. Ta-da! Look at my sauna! Just saying, the sauna got a big overhaul recently when David decided to turn it diagonally. So for some reason it made a big difference to how it felt in the room. So here's the Sunlighten. This is an M-Pulse machine. This is a 3-person sauna. You can get 1-person saunas, little tiny ones, like a little phone booth. You can get 2-person, 3-person, 4-person. I think they go even bigger than that. I'm not sure. So come check it out. I'm gonna actually bring you in here and show you some of the things that I love about this sauna. So come on in. Kat, so you still with me? Can you still see me? All right, so here's the sauna. 3 people fit in here super comfortably. Look at this little gizmo here. This is basically like an iPad. I mean, it's a tablet computer. So it's got all of the, if I hit media applications here, it's got all the apps and the internet that you could have like on your phone, your tablet, your computer, right? So you want to watch YouTube, you want to watch Netflix, you want to watch Amazon Prime movies. I'll go to Spotify here. And in Spotify, I listen to podcasts while I'm in here. Like, what a great use of time. Or you can watch your favorite shows. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in a really long time, but so much is so helpful with those apps. It means that you can watch, listen. It's basically like the best multitasking in the world. So here's what I do in my sauna. I used to meditate actually in the morning in my sauna, but now I'm using the sauna more in the afternoons, like late afternoon before dinner. And what I'm doing is I'm stretching. So if I've worked out in the morning, and just saying, the weight loss that I've experienced this last year is not due to exercise. I started working with a personal trainer yesterday. So clearly that's not what did it. It's likely the sauna use, cleaner bright lines and sauna use. And yeah, like, ugh, it's amazing. So I stretch and I listen to a podcast, and I'm getting infrared light therapy benefits, and I'm getting sauna use benefits. So the combination of all of that together, like I'm sitting here stretching, burning 600 calories, listening to a podcast episode, how much more effective could my time be? And also just saying it's really calming. Like I'm stretching and listening to a podcast episode while this sauna passively works over my body and my cells and my circulation, and like, wow, amazing. So I was talking about how infrared saunas heat up your cells. They don't have to heat up the air. But check this out. You can actually set the air temperature to be what you want. So right now it's 72 degrees in here, but I can set it for as hot as, like, you know, well, not quite as hot as a dry sauna would be or a steam sauna would be, but I can set it to be pretty hot. Now I can set it for like 60 minutes and it'll heat up. So this is just a quick way to set it up. If you actually want to run a health program, the thing about a Sunlighten Sauna is it has far infrared, mid infrared, and near infrared light, which each does its own unique thing. So you get to run a program based on your goals. So if weight loss is your goal, that's actually all the lights at the optimum, like maximum amount. You just hit start and suddenly, boom, start, you're running a weight loss program, and you just sit there and it's a 30-minute program. And of course, you can go to the media applications, and while you're listening to Netflix or watching a show on Netflix or listening to Spotify or watching YouTube videos or on the internet, watching your Bright Line Eating Bootcamp videos or whatever you want to do, you can be enjoying your weight loss program. I want to say that there's health tracking, so you can set yourself in as a user and track your data. If you want to schedule a sauna session in advance, you can actually just set the time and date that you want to do the sauna session in advance. And you can actually just repeat those sessions. What that does is it warms the sauna up for you in advance so that it's nice and toasty and cozy at exactly the moment you want to step into it and then run your program. You can adjust the heaters manually if you just want to come in here. Right now, because we're running the weight loss program, the mid infrared is at max, the far infrared is at max, and then you can turn on any of the near infrared as well. So mid, far, and near. So what's cool about this is that it's really quick and easy to learn. I'm kind of a technology phobe, and I don't learn new technology very easily. But it's pretty basic, right? Here I'm just gonna turn off the lights. You can sit here in the dark if you want. The settings are really easy. This is where you just connect to your Wi-Fi, just as if it's like a laptop or something. It's just a computer. You just put in your Wi-Fi code for where you're at, and suddenly you're online. And check this out up here. If you just want to pop in a CD player, can we get a side angle over here? I'm going to turn this puppy on right here. This is like an old school, like a car CD player. Like you can literally listen to the radio. You can pop in a disc. There's a USB port. You can put in a USB drive if you want. This thing is like fully loaded. It's amazing. So anyway, this is my sauna. I love it. I use it. I benefit from it. And I'm so glad I get grain at lunch and dinner again and a full maintenance food plan. And I'm back to my ideal goal weight. Yay! Sauna use for the win. Thanks for joining me in my sweet little sauna. Okay, so thanks for joining me in my basement. We're coming to the very, very end of our little vlog here on the benefits of sauna use, but I just want to answer a question that you might be wondering, which is how often should I use saunas most optimally, and is there a point at which it's too much? So I want to share a study with you that was done in Finland. They sauna a lot in Scandinavia, probably because it's so cold there. It's super cozy to sauna when it's cold. They followed over 2,000 people for 20 years toward the end of life. They followed over 2,000 people for 20 years. That's very rare to have a longitudinal study that goes that long and follows that many people. And what they found was that someone who saunas 2 to 3 times a week, compared with someone who saunas once a week on average, is 24% less likely to die from any and all causes. Okay, so that just gives you a sense of the magnitude of the benefit of saunaing a little more often. Now, someone who saunas 4 to 7 times a week was 40% less likely to die during that 20-year period from any and all causes. So that rubric of all-cause mortality, it's a very common metric in science to just look at how healthy someone is, right? Like, what are the odds that they're going to die of anything, of an accident, of a stroke, of a heart attack, of a, right, of whatever, right? So sauna use in general is super healthy. The more the better. Now, just like with exercise, start slow if your body isn't used to it and you're kind of weak, right? So it's not healthy if you're totally out of condition to go run a marathon today. It's not healthy. You'll lay yourself out bad and you'll probably get injured. Sauna use is the same way. You got to titrate yourself up. You got to start slow and work up to it. It is a stressor on the body. So hitting your body with tons of stress all at once isn't a good idea if your body is weak, okay? So you need to build up. Maybe start 3 times a week for shorter amounts of time. See how your system adapts to it. But like I said earlier, do what you can when you can, right? And if you can't afford to have a Sunlighten Sauna in your home, fair enough, but don't you dare sit on the pity pot and say, oh, I don't have the money for this. I can't benefit from this at all. Get off your duff and go look around for a sauna in your area that's in your price range, because access to saunas is everywhere. Again, it's in gyms. It's in spas that might be like, oh yeah, you can go in there into the locker room and use that if you want. It's a $5 day pass fee, right? Whatever it is. Then you could go twice a week maybe within your budget or whatever, right? Go find access to a sauna that works for you if you want to take advantage of these benefits. All right, so before I sign off, I just want to remind you of what the links are down below. One is the link to Ari Whitten's amazing blog article on the top 22 benefits of sauna use. And this is especially helpful if you want to know, even in more detail, the specifics of the biological mechanisms at play for each of these sauna benefits, because they're actually different. It's like, oh, well, you get this benefit through this metabolic process, and it's stunning. It's a really well-researched article, and there's that 1 hour and 25-minute video if you prefer to watch that information. And then there's a link to get a Sunlighten Sauna if you feel so inclined. So I'm really glad I did that for myself. And I encourage you to think about it this holiday time, getting it for yourself. Like, yes, you could try to weasel some sort of beloved family member to get you one. But in Bright Line Eating, we like to think about giving to ourselves, right? Like, how long have we neglected ourselves? And how worth it are we? Just saying. Now, I understand that this is not something that everyone can benefit from or treat themselves to, because it's totally pricey. I get that. I get that. But don't you dare use that as a reason to think, oh, I'm out of the sauna in inner circle, I can't partake. Don't you dare. Get up out of your house and go into your community and find access to a sauna. Again, look at gyms, look at health clubs, look at spas that might have a sauna in the changing room, and they might be like, oh yeah, it's a $5 day fee. You can come use this, or, right? Like, there are saunas nearby to you. I promise, I promise, I promise. Go find them. Go find them. So, sauna use. There are ways to boost your metabolism that work. And especially if you've gotten stuck in that weight loss plateau, feeling at war with your body, don't know how to get out of the, ground it out with your metabolism kind of experience, then Sauna Use might be the way to go. It certainly has been for me. So thanks for joining me on this extra long, extra special, extra science-packed vlog, and I'll see you next week.